Hi and welcome students. In this video I'll be covering Publisher 2016 and I'm going to explain character spacing techniques like kerning and tracking. Let's get started. On my publication here you'll notice my title up at the top. I'm going to zoom in on that to show you a couple of things that I see wrong with this title. You may notice that some of the characters when you create a document may be a little too close together and you want to adjust those characters maybe to be a little bit further apart. Well, you may have noticed that with the T and the R here, they're very close together. This is because sometimes your characters will have the same width, but not necessarily the same space apart from each other, depending on what font you use, or if you're using WordArt or something like that. And sometimes you just want to separate those characters just a little bit, or again, bring them closer together. So I'm going to show you how to do that. The first technique I'm going to use is called kerning, and the way that you do this is you need to first select the letters. And then you go up to your text box tools format tab, or excuse me, the drawing tools format tab right here. And then you go to the size group and you open up your measurement task pane. Alright, once you click on that, it's going to open it up right here. Okay, and the one that you're interested in is text, or this one down at the bottom, kerning. Okay, it's currently at 0 point, meaning it has not been adjusted at all. But you could see if I were to change this to say 5 point and press enter, that will separate it. Okay, and so on this one here, I want to separate them maybe not by 5. You can see that looks a little awkward, but instead maybe 2 point. Okay, and that gives it just a little bit more. So this is before and this is after. So again, if you ever want to separate your spacing just a little bit on a couple letters, you could do that. Now you may have also noticed that R and O here, they're pretty far apart, okay? And sometimes I want to bring those a little bit closer together. The way that you bring them closer, if 2 point brings it or takes it further out, -2 point will bring them closer together. Okay, so here's -2. I'll do -5 just to show you that difference. Okay. And so you can actually really customize the amount of length or the amount of distance that your characters have from each other by using this kerning option. And again, the way that I got there was the drawing tools format tab, size group, measurement. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to talk to you about is your text scaling, and we're going to go right down here to the bottom of the page to do this one. Sometimes you'll notice that if you have smaller text and it's too close together, it's more difficult to read. Luckily, Publisher has plenty of options for separating entire groups of text at a time, and then you could do this by first selecting your text. I'm going to do that with the Control A to select all, and then I'm going to go to the Home tab, the font group, and you'll see this button right here, character spacing, and this adjusts the amount of spacing between each character. And so if I click this, I can make it even tighter of a squeeze, but obviously that's harder to read, so I'm going to choose maybe this loose option right here. And you can see that as you increase the size, typically it'll become easy to read, but I'm going to go with that option right there. Okay, and so again, those are your options as far as kerning and character spacing go in Publisher. Remember, it can be done on a character level using kerning, and paragraph level using character spacing. So hopefully this video has been helpful for you. If it has, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch it, and have a great rest of your day.